He has fought some of the biggest names in boxing, but he has fallen short of winning a world title thus far. And Steve, here tonight, looking to be in the best shape of his career, he truly believes he has what it takes to reach a world title someday.
And absolutely, I think he can reach a world title. In fact, I managed two fighters that fought him, Mike Abiabuchi and Obed Sullivan. And I can tell you firsthand, David Tua's left hook has as much power as any heavyweight in the division. The question has been recent past, can he get back that old magic? I think getting down in weight, he has a chance to do that.
And Steve, his opponent, 28-year-old Cerrone Fox from nearby Benton Harbor, Michigan. He started boxing at an early age to stay out of trouble, and he did have an extensive amateur career, a two-time Golden Glove champion, turned pro in 2002.
Yeah, and you've noticed here with the tail of the tape, he's 28 years of age. He's 220, 6 foot. He's younger than Tua. He's a little lighter than Tua, but don't underestimate him. He's fought some really good fighters. I saw him fight the gold medal winner, Alexander Povatkin, and he did as well as anybody did with him. It's a good test for David Tua, especially when you're facing another experienced heavyweight who's fought top competition.
And right now, let's get the official introductions and send it into the ring, and our ring announcer, Andre Kordomash.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next bout is brought to you by Carlos Linas International Productions and Blue Cap Promotions in association with Cedric Kushner's Gotham Boxing. It will be contested in the heavyweight division and is scheduled for 10 rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man has a professional record of 8 victories, with all 8 of his wins coming by way of knockout and only 5 defeats. He weighed in at 220 pounds and fights out of St. Joseph, Michigan. Please say hello to Cerrone Fox. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, weighed in at 234 pounds. He is a 1992 Olympic bronze medalist, a former NABF and USBA champion, and a former world title challenger. He has an extraordinary professional record of 48 victories, 41 by way of knockout with just 3 defeats. Fighting out of South Auckland, New Zealand, please welcome the Tua man, David Tua!
Center of the ring. Okay, both your trunks are right where they're supposed to be, right on the navel, okay? Anything below is going to be considered a low blow. We already went over the rules. Touch them up, come out at the bell, may the best man win.
We are set now for 10 rounds in the heavyweight division, the big boys of boxing. David Tua in the black trunks, Cerrone Fox in the black white trim. There's the bell. Round number 1.
And Fox is known as a big puncher. He has a... Oh, he just got hit with a big punch. Double left hook by Tua has him in a little bit of trouble.
And there's that devastating left hook. We've seen time and time again from Tua. And that one landed right on the head.
And Cerrone Fox has power himself. He upset a prospect by the 9 named John Poor just 2 fights ago. A 17-1 fighter. He knocked him out in the first round. He certainly took some big left hooks there, but he is, to his credit, hanging in there. A lot of lesser fighters would have been knocked out. But Tua is beginning to answer some of the questions. Does he have the old fire? Does he have the same activity? He came out there and threw a lot of punches quick, tried to take out his opponent, and I think we're seeing a rejuvenated David Tua. He has a real live opponent in front of him. It'll be a good test tonight, Tom.
Cerrone Fox right now, the right and left of his own.
And those punches by Fox do have a lot of power. Fox is known as a power puncher. When he wins by knockout. He had an extensive amateur career. He's not intimidated by Tua. So this will be a real test for Tua. I actually think will be good for Tua if he can go a few rounds, knock off some more of that ring rust.
David Tua known for stopping fights early. In fact, he knocked out Michael Moore and John Ruiz within 30 seconds.
Well, he knocked out my fighter, Obed Sullivan, in 2 minutes, and he had never been stopped before 9 rounds before. He has a tremendous left hook. But the other thing about David Tua, if he doesn't get you early, he can come back late. He stopped Hasim Rockman late. He stopped Oleg Muskayev, David Izon. So he's one of these fighters that even if he's behind 7 rounds to 2, always has the power. And you notice that he just threw a nice... Those shots have power. I can see Cerrone Fox's face from here, and he is visibly grimacing every time he goes.
An uppercut, and then a left hand followed by a right by Tua.
And he's actually walking in fence post a little bit. Fox does not have his legs under him. Tua has really hurt him to the upstairs, and now he lands a left hook to the body as well. But it's a good systematic first round by Tua. He's showing good arsenal. He's showing both the left and right hook as well as uppercuts and right hands. And what I especially like about Tua here is he's showing good activity. He's also being patient. It looks like he's prepared to either go for a short fight or a long fight, whatever Fox gives him.
And missing the left hand is Cerrone Fox.
And give Fox credit. I mean, he's taken some very tough blows and has stayed in there. I mean, that right hook that just landed there, you can tell really hurt him.
Not too many guys would still be standing in there as we come now to about 15 seconds remaining in this round.
I don't know if you can see it, but the right of Cerrone Fox's face is already swelling up. Shows you the power of those punches.
And we come now to the end of round number 1, scheduled for 10.
Nice clumsy. Don't run into nothing, okay? And don't be afraid to get up on him, because once you roll under that right hand, come up with that double hook, don't be afraid to hit the body, you know? You can run with that combination like about whatever you want. There's one thing, when he throws that clumsy punch, he leaves himself wide open.
Well, there's that left hook. It's probably the best left hook in the division. Lands flush on the jaw. But to Tua's credit, he comes back with also a right. So he's staying active. He's not just one punching. And he tried to set it up with the jab.
A little on the head.
Add the mouthpiece. All right, keep him out in front.
Round number 2. This one's scheduled for 10. David Tua in the black, Cerrone Fox with the black and white trim. And Steve, we've had a taste of David Tua in round number 1. What do you think so far?
I think it's a good sign. He's got his weight down. He used to fight up in the 250s. He's down in the 230s. I like his activity rate. He has an awkward fighter in front of him. I don't know if you noticed, but Cerrone Fox just turned from orthodox to southpaw about 15 or 20 seconds ago. And he's throwing punches from odd angles, and he's also moving. So it's giving Tua a lot of different looks, but Tua is maintaining his pace. I think it was a good first round. This is an exact type fight he needs. You notice Fox just turned lefty to righty again. So it's going to be a good test for David tonight to see where he is, because he has a live underdog opponent in front of him.
And one thing that is evident is that there's a lot of sting behind those punches we've seen from Tua already.
There are, but also Fox is known as a pretty good puncher, and he's landed some of those right hands. There goes another one he bounced off Tua's head. But
Looping right hand there.
Tua is known for a very good chin.
In fact, Fox better be careful with those looping shots, because he's going to make himself very vulnerable to that left hook.
Yeah, he throws his punches wide, and David throws his straight down the pipe. So I think Cerrone Fox best out.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this fight is going to continue.
Well, give Fox credit for getting up. He looked into his corner like he was thinking about whether to stay down. That was a tremendous left hook, and David is known as a very good finisher. And that's it. That's the finish.
The referee.
2.
No, it's a standing 8.
3.
Giving Fox a standing 8 count here.
5.
As he's certainly in a whole heap of trouble.
8. You doing all right?
As David Tua, I'm sure, is going to come on strong right here and try and put it in. And this fight is in fact over. What an impressive performance by David Tua.
Tremendous
Certainly
performance.
answering a lot of questions here tonight.
Yeah, he answered a lot of questions. He was active. He threw a lot of punches. I'd be interested to hear what he has to say in the ring. But that looked like the old David Tua. He's put the heavyweight division on notice. He's back, and they better look out for that left hook.
Cerrone Fox is back on his feet. He looks to be okay. But David Tua taking one step closer to getting back where he wants to be in the heavyweight division. And let's take a look at that first knockdown. As you see Tua coming in right to the body, and there's that left hook that put him down. There you see David Tua hugging some family. Very nice man. Had a chance to speak with him yesterday. Very grateful for the opportunities he's had. And we are certainly looking forward to seeing the progression of David Tua and seeing where his career goes from here. As Cerrone Fox continues to struggle, trying to get his career back on track. And here's that devastating left hand, followed by a right and then an uppercut. And that was all she wrote. The fight was over right there. The referee had seen enough, and I'm sure Cerrone Fox had seen enough as well. Let's get the official time of the stoppage and send it into the ring, and our ring announcer, Andre Cordemarch.
Ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 1 minute and 41 seconds of the second round. Your winner by technical knockout, the Tua Man, David Tua!
And congratulations to David Tua Man Tua, now upping his record to 48 wins, just 3 defeats, 1 draw, now with 41 devastating knockouts.
David Tua, tremendous performance, David. Did you just put the heavyweight division on notice that you're back?
Moving on to I'm more of aftai. Ile no stop why ole. But yeah, man, malu Samoa. Ile no stop why. Tie modio. Tena koto katoa. Well, you know, it's been a very grueling two weeks, especially straight after a good performance with Montana. And I don't know, maybe the heavyweight division will sit up and take notice, I guess. But I'm happy with this performance, but I'm not satisfied. I know my man Cedric will work very, very hard to get me back in the ring again. And if anything else, this is where it's at. And I need to stay active. And you know, the brother here has obviously given me the opportunity to be on the show here. And you know, Carlos has done a great job. It's a great card to be on. So yeah.
Well, one thing I noticed, it looked like your activity level was up in this fight. Is that a function of the weight coming down? Because you were throwing punches and combinations. I noticed both left and right hooks and right hands and uppercuts, a really good arsenal of punches.
I believe timing is everything, and the time is now. Everything happens for a reason. The time that I've spent away from the sport that I love allows me to have a great rest and allows me to, you know, get back on board with Cedric, and it's certainly to get back on board with Lee Parodi, and obviously not only a good coach, a good trainer, but a great teacher in Roger Bloodworth. I mean, the stuff that we're doing now, you know, gives me a lot of satisfaction, but they're nothing fancy. Basics, fundamental. I know I've got a decent left hook, but if you don't have the basics, which means if I don't have a good jab that would allow me to get that left hook off, it means nothing. So it is what it is. I'm happy.